Hello and welcome back to another reading that can't be on time and space. And yeah, I think this is going to be the last episode of my sitting. I really wanted to get to that extra 10 pull, but oh man, sorry. But we are at least going to get the second chance because we can do this. We got 2 days left. And as much as I'd like to just get serious, getting serious for a moment, 5 hours, dude, I could play through 3 hours of story. Damn it, I feel like I might have convinced myself to do it. No! Alright, present day. They want us to go to the ancient battlefield. We're going to Unigan. Because we need to find and finish the Elemental Spirits quests before we head over to Ogre Zennon's fortress. Okay, where'd that fragment get to? Can't help you there. Our shared senses don't become a pinpoint accuracy, I'm afraid. Then we'll have to find it the old-fashioned way. Hang on a minute, what are you doing floating around in broad daylight? Someone might see. Don't get your long johns in a twist. I'm invisible to everybody else. See? Oh. Told ya. Okay, let's... And one more bites the dust. I win. What's with this girl? She's blowing us seasoned knights out of the water like it's nothing. Too slow. Yeah, it's raining men again. This is the third one now. What's going on? Is that it? You guys are no fun if you don't even try to dodge. Oh well, what game should we play next? Excuse me. Did that girl just blast those knights off into the air? At least he's made sure not to play too rough this time, I guess. That's besides the point. We have to stop her. Hey, stop that. A party pooper, huh? Well, come on. Fun's over. We're going home. Huh. I'm not ready to go home yet. You'll have to catch me first. Sorry, I know I said we'd only be looking around a little, but I couldn't resist having a little extra fun too. I promise you'll get your wish. Wait! We gotta follow me. I mean her. I see someplace near the sea. Any ideas? That must be the Serena Coast. Let's go. Because we've been there a million times already, we might as well do it one more time. I am pretty tired, though. I'll see how I feel at the end of this episode. I would really like to get serious. Two quests, what the hell? There didn't used to be a second quest here. Oh god, oh god, oh god! Please tell me you're done playing tag. I hate it. Hate being it when we've chased you long enough. Would you at least tell us why you disobeyed the other sylphs and left purgatory for the mortal realm? Excuse me, sorry about that. Easy, she just wanted an excuse to pull another series of stupid hijinks. Shows how much you know. You're wrong. I made a pact with this girl. Excuse me? What pact? The girl you were talking to in purgatory, right? Let me guess, she promised to let you take temporary control of her body. Take is such a harsh word. I prefer borrow in exchange for a favor. It's just that back in town, there was so much to see, I had to indulge myself a little. Can't blame a sylph for the joy they find in blowing around humans. Give me a break. I'm sure our main self will see differently, trust me. Well, you losers can be the ones to listen to her grumble about it. I'm out of here. To me, my minions. Monsters? These little cuties were more than happy to follow my orders once I gave them a show of my true strength. I knew they'd come in handy. Get 'em, boys! Get 'em, boys! Oh, come on.
My song will be heard.
Indeed.
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Did you think you could defeat the Great Spirit?
A little. I a little bit thought that. Whew, what a hassle. You can catch your breath later. She's already in the next town. That would be Rind. Let's go. Although there is another quest here, so I'm just going to quickly grab that. I don't know when I'm coming to the Serena Coast next, if at all. Probably a bunch of times.
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Did you think you could defeat the Great Spirit?
Oh, that's right, Hazuki. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I could have just about walked here. Over there. Hold on, doesn't she seem different? Gotcha. Here, you can have your body back now. What the? No way. Is it really you? But 2 years ago, the illness. Yes, it's really me, I promise. Here, remember when we talked about our future together here years ago at this lighthouse? Nobody but us knew about that. Then it really is you. Yes, who else? Who else would it be? I can't believe it. It really is you. Do you remember what I said? That you wanted to be an adventurer and one day travel the seas. And I said I didn't want you to because it's dangerous. Yeah. But I said there was no way I could give up on my dreams, so I asked you to come with me. Feels like just yesterday. It really is you. It is. In the afterlife I struck a deal with a powerful spirit so I could have one wish. I wish to see you one last time. I've missed you so much. I've missed you too. No. I'm sorry I startled you, but you mustn't. I don't have much time to be here, and I don't think I can come back again. I just wanted to give you a proper goodbye. Before, I was so sick I couldn't even speak. I just slipped away without the chance to tell you anything at all. I couldn't find peace as a result. No. So now I've said my farewells. I can return to purgatory with no regrets, and you can move on. What the heck is this? You never said this was part of the plan. What's with all the doom and gloom? I thought human romance was all full of fun and love and happiness. But you didn't say anything like that at all. Great and noble spirit, I'm sorry. Maybe I lied a little. Love really is a wonderful thing. But like everything, it has to end. And when it does come to an end, it's never easy to not be sad. Nobody told me that. Then what's so great about love in the first place? It's like you're happy for a time, and then you're guaranteed to get hurt someday. It's the bitterness of the inevitable end that makes love so sweet while it lasts. That's just how it is. Ugh, that's way too human for a fragment like me to understand. I think my time here is up. Wait! There's just one more thing I have to tell you before you go. Those days we spent together were the happiest of my life, truly. Thank you, they were the happiest of mine as well. I wish you nothing but happiness for the rest of your life. I love you. Thank you. I love you too. Spirit, you have my eternal thanks for this kindness. Look after her, please. You can quit chasing me now. I got what I wanted, to experience human love. That was our agreement. She said she wanted to see her beloved, and I said I'd lend her my power up until she did. I see now. But I still don't get it. What's so great about something you're going to end up losing anyway? For self's sake, if I'd known this is how it'd turn out, I never would have bothered. I'm going home. Oh no. My work here is done, finally. Is that fragment going to be okay? Of course, serves her right anyway. Man, the human girl deserves some real credit. Using a self of self to reunite with her lover, genius. I don't know. As green balls of light go, she seemed kinda sad. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just different like that. I never thought about it like that. Now then, here's the reward, I promise, for your help. Oh, I'd almost forgotten about that. Okay, yes, this'll do. What's this? Your reward, a feather with the power of self-scales. When you're down and out and need some help, you can count on it to sweep you off your feet to safety. I hardly did anything to deserve it, but I'm grateful for the gift self. Well, I'm grateful that we got to hang out together for a while. The other fragments and I always had penchants for discovering new and interesting things to do and see. That's why we were always playing tricks on people before we wound up in purgatory. It's been a long time since we had so much fun as we've had following you around. I'd love it if we could do it again one day, but not in the way you humans seem to feel love, mind you. I get it. It's never a dull moment with one of you guys around, is there? I could say the same of you. Speaking of which, I gotta remember to tell Big Sylph all about you. I think she'd like you. Drop by and say hi to her sometime. Give me the poop. Okay, Lost Island. In the distant future, the Lost Island. About here should do it. So, I just have to hold the mirror underwater. And nothing's happening. Is there something else I had to do? Thank you. You may return to me now. Whoa, is that your voice, Undine? I did what you asked, but nothing happened. Are you sure it's okay to leave now? I am sure. The setup is more than adequate. What setup? Well, whatever. Back to purgatory, I guess. Okay, and I guess the last one was... Search for the suspicious man in the Basu Mountains. But where is the Basu Mountains? I feel like I've been to the Vasu Mountains before. Am I just not seeing them? Oh, they're right frickin' there. Derp. At least I was right and I had seen them before. Yoink. I should probably hand in all the crap I picked up over these last few episodes. I'm sure this is the place Salamander told me to go. Ah. Here it is. Just like I told you. One red-hot, genuine Salamander's ember. This pile of ash, I'm supposed to believe this is the great Salamander's ember. This looks like nothing but a normal flame. Where's the proof? Look, listen. I put my life on the line to going to some messed up purgatory place to get this thing. If you ain't gonna take my word for it, I'll be taking my business elsewhere. Now hold on. I was just kidding. Let's talk straight numbers. A living flame from the snuffed out salamander. This'll fetch a nice price. Hold it right there. That ember won't be fetching you anything. Ugh, who are you? This here's a no third-party deal, so scram. I'm not here to bargain. I'm here to return that ember to its rightful owner. Salamander? Is he here? Is he coming after us? Can it, you dolt? Make like a banana and split. Oh no, you don't. You won't get away with this. The flame's not for sale. Forget it, punk. I didn't go to all that trouble of getting the ember for nothing. That's right. Ain't no commodity hotter than Salamander's ember. You think I'd let something that valuable out of my sight just like that? There's no reasoning with you, is there? Look, if you want it that bad, I guess we can part with a piece of the pie. I mean, every blacksmith in the whole wide world wants to get their hands on this thing. What did you say? They say anything you make with this ember holds Salamander's phantasmal blessing, meaning people are willing to pay more than enough cash for one ember to set all three of us up for life. And you're someone close to that big old flamin' meal ticket, ain't ya? You could get more embers for us to sell whenever you wanted. Sounds good, right? Tell you what, I'll even give you 50% of all the profits. Sorry, but no deal. I want no part in your criminal enterprise. Criminal? Excuse me. I'll have you know that my business is nothing but respectable. Here, meet my associates. Where'd these guys come from? I lured them. I lured you here just in case I needed to call them in. That's why I leave thinking of you. Good idea. Get to work, boys.
May heaven's mercy guide us.
Sorry, puppa doggers.
These are the cries of the voiceless.
Flamin' pups.
Cesta's fangs always
Fire puppers.
find target.
No, my precious employees. Your operation's gone bust. Give up. Not while I still have reserves. Take this. Jeez. Just had a freaking brain glitch or something. There's more? You could say this guy's my chief executive. He'll take care of you for sure. Ugh. Feel the heat of my retribution. Is that Salamander? Ah, what the? The ember. It burst into a huge flame. Foolish thieves. Did you really think you could control the fire of the great Salamander? Ah! Hot, 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 hot! Ah, away, away! Am I glad you got rid of that monster salamander, but how? You drove them right into the heart of the volcano where the last remnants of my earthly power reside. I used that power to strike your foe down. That makes sense. This was your home after all. Child of man, what of the flame? I've got it. I'll bring it back to you as soon as I can. Alright, what else is there? Obtain the ingredient. Ah, the man-eating marsh. Man, I used to remember this place being terrible. And now it's like a funny joke. This must be the one gnome said to find. You have found it. Yet, that is not the one you will need. Is that you, gnome? What do you mean? The monster this medicine requires you to defeat is far larger. I wasn't aware you could find bigger variants like this in the man-eating marsh. Huh? Like that one? That is indeed the one. Only a monster that has seen the passage of many seasons is able to assume such a form. It's pretty big, but I reckon I can take it on. Let's go! A long-living slice.
Sesta did good.
Sesta did good. You always do good, Sesta. I think this is what I needed to get. Well done, human. Now take it to the Bountiful Palace. Why there? There you will find a kinsman of that girl accompanied by 2 others. Alright, to Bountiful Palace then. Come on, man, you already made me go into the man-eating marsh. Ooh, good note. A village-looking kind of guy with 2 companions. Let's see. That has to be that. Excuse me. Can I help you? Are you guys from Gunor? We are. Who are you? I'm Aldo. Gnome entrusted me with the ingredients for saving your home soil. A girl who says she's Gnome's wife was the one who asked him about it, though. Really? Incredible. We can make use of Gnome's power. We have our deepest gratitude, servant of the great gnome. I'm not his servant, but you're welcome. Speaking of servants, who are those guys dressed like one behind you? Are they fellow villagers? Oh, I hope they didn't startle you. They're the mages of Gunnerite, us Gunnerites hired to help. Without them, we'd have no way of getting to Purgatory, you see. I see. Alright, sorry to have kept you. That's all you need. Get home as quickly as you can and use the remedy. I'm sure everybody's waited for it long enough. You're right. Excuse me. Whew, another village saved. I should go talk to Gnome again. Hey, how come you haven't left yet? Something you forgot to ask? No, actually, there's something she wanted to talk to you about first. Aren't you meant to be in Purgatory? What are you doing here? What? You look like you've seen a ghost! No, it's just, in Purgatory, people are usually unable to return to this world. Geez, sorry, I didn't realize you wanted me to be dead. Then how did you manage to go in and out of Purgatory and still be alive? I let the mages you just saw figure out the little details, so I don't really know how it works, but they perform some kind of ritual that sends your soul to Purgatory or something. Whatever they did, now we can finally reinvigorate the village land. Thanks a bunch for that. Well, I'm off. Gotta help with that reinvigoration. Wait, what about Gnome? You're supposed to be his wife, right? You're not gonna go back to him? He's already gifted me the remedy, so no. Yes, I am technically his wife because of the village rite, but it's not like I'm gonna go back there now. But what about your love and marriage and all that? Of course I love Mr. Gnome, he's great. But I never said I, like, love him. Besides, without the mage's rituals, I'd actually have to die to see him. Well, that's true. Okay, I'm going for real now. Thanks again! Let's just go talk to Gnome. Indeed. That should be it, though. You have returned. Did you successfully hand over the remedy? Yeah, she was really, happy. Good. Now I would ask you this. I see neither hair nor hide of my wife. Do you know where she has gotten to? She said she'd go check in on the village for a second. I see. Very well. By the by, little human, I suppose I should bequeath up unto you a reward. A reward? What for? For carrying out that which I asked of you. To give when one has taken is only proper. Now, yes, this will do. Gnome's gem. What's this? A fragment of my power enshrined in a jewel. Unleash its raising wind to drive back all threats in your path, and you will be safe, I guarantee. Wind? Thank you, Gnome. I'll keep it close as always. Mr. Gnome! Oh, how I long to see you again, my darling Mr. Gnome. Puny human, what business have you here? Don't be so formal, dearest. It's me, your wife. Another one? So, Mr. Gnome, darling, in my village, Karulu, the earth is simply getting drier and drier every day. I beseech you, oh Mr. Gnome, restore fertility to the soil of Karulu. Your courage and love for your home shine as brightly as the morning dew. Very well, I will lend you my aid. Seriously, Gnome? Thank you so much, darling. You're the greatest. Is Gnome just a kind-hearted sap? Is Gnome just kind-hearted or a total sap? I can't tell. Oh, Mr. Gnome, my love for you is more vast than your rocky mass. If only I could show you how wide and tall it stands. No need, maiden, for anything larger than the great gnome is surely very great indeed. Ahem, wandering human. I have need of your efforts once more. Oh no. Gnome won't have any shortages of request-happy wives now, unluckily for me. Sweet. And we got that gnome gem. Oops. What's next? Let us begin. Approach, both of you. What you are about to see is a vision of the distant future as it relates to you, worried one. The events of those that will take place should you choose not to give up. The future? Yo, barkeep. Got your special order here. About time. Been waiting on that beauty so long I was worried it'd never come. Hearing you say that makes all the effort I put in worth it. Can't say it looks all that special to me. Hey, you can't call yourself a smoothie connoisseur, and you've never heard of the Comet. Ha! This right here is the stuff of miracles, an ancient recipe handed down through generations upon generations of artisans. A miracle smoothie, huh? Mixed by this half pint? Well, I wouldn't say it's miraculous, but it was created by an ancient ancestor of mine, and I do like sharing that story with others. It's my biggest joy in life to see his recipe put smiles on the faces of kids and adults alike. It's the real miracle to me. Heh, I like your savvy, kid. Alright, barkeep, one glass of the Comet. I gotta taste this thing for myself. Heh, coming right up, chief. That was the Elzean bar right now, wasn't it? The mirror reflects a tiny fragment of the time whose waters it was bathed in. For water itself is both timeless and everlasting steward. It is timeless and my everlasting steward. It will always serve me no matter when or where it is. Wow, I had no idea you could do that. Hold on, is that me in the future? I recognize the bottle I saw. That was definitely my Comet. But I don't ever recall visiting a tavern like that. How is it possible? The younger man you saw is one of your descendants. He exists in a future where, in your time, you continued to live. Hey, that's great. If you live, your smoothie will get so famous people will call it a miracle. Am I really supposed to believe that? How do I know it's not a trick? The future, my descendant, all of it. But I guess I did hear him say the same thing I've always said, that nothing is more fulfilling than making people smile. I know that, at least, is real. No matter how badly life gets you down, that's one thing that you should never lose. To fight and thrive in the face of the harshest adversity. I believe that is the core tenet of what it means to be human. That's why you must not give up now. Maybe you're right. The world makes life hard for us sometimes, but dying doesn't make it easier. You have to try and make things better. It doesn't matter who that kid was. What matters is he almost had as much dedication to his craft as me, and I refuse to let anyone outdo me in that. That's the spirit. Good going. Both of you have my thanks. I feel like something is pulling me back. Goodbye, you two. You'll be seeing my comment around someday. Yeah, I bet we will. Good luck. I really hope he got back okay. With his will to live renewed, his living body has called him back. He should awaken shortly. That's good to hear. Now, you deserve more than thanks for lending me your time and strength. Take this. Undyne's tear. What's this? The water's my power's projection encased in a jewel. Hold it close and no fire will harm you, be it cinder or blaze. Thank you, Undine. I'm sure to keep it safe. There is no need to thank me. Should we meet again, I will gladly ease your burdens. Give me them gems. It's really not that many. And also, we've only got one more thing to hand in, and then we can go and fight the ogres. And hopefully save Altena. Man, that poor girl. Got kidnapped twice back to back. Thanks again, Salamander. I don't know what I would have done without your help. You need not offer me your thanks. I tasked you with retrieving my ember, and you required my aid to do so. Well, here you go. This is indeed the stolen ember. You have my gratitude. However, it is not mine. Huh? Henceforth it belongs to you. With your ardent courage, I believe its power may be of use to you. You sure about this? I am, for I sense that flame within you. This ember holds the power to consume all in its way, unchallenged, even by the stormiest rain or sea. May it keep you safe. I'm sure it will. Thank you, Salamander. Salamander's lantern. Child of man. No. Alder. Whether or not we meet again, I believe that my fire will be safe in your hands. It and I will be watching over you. Well, that was easy. And that's the end of that chapter. Not literally. Alright. Where is... We gotta go to the present. Ancient battlefield. Oh, this frickin' place. I actually liked it here, to be honest. It was pretty cool. I mean, I could go over there and fight that thing. I feel like I've already fought it. And we don't have time to be screwing around.
Listen. These are the cries of the voiceless.
Another page turned.
We're going this way. Yeah, those maps are totally worth unlocking, because it just makes it easier on the way back.
Who wants a bite?
Well, probably those carrion
Listen.
bites.
These are the cries of the voiceless.
Alright. And we are here. Step out from your fortress if you dare, Zennon. We have the elemental arms. Fine work, my human friends. Altena, everything okay? All fine. It'd take worse than that to get me down. Ha! This is a sight I could get used to, humans and beasts alike under my dominion. Now return my sister, as we agreed. On your way, beast girl. Altena. Vienne. The question for you, beast. The bodies of your kind harbor great reserves of elemental power, do they not? And the power of a member of the royal family would be greater yet, I take it. And what of it? Behold. Altena! Gilda! Ah! Altena! Oh, my sensors. This is a superconductive annihilator field. It's accelerating exponentially. I'm being torn apart! We've got bigger things to worry about. The mirror told us, didn't it? Merging the power of the elements could create the ultimate weapon. This must be it. The individual arms are legendary in their power, and this fusion of them is endowed with a force scarcely imaginable. Good heavens. Sacre bleu. He's used Altena's elemental power as a base to create the fusion ultima. I must thank you. Your assistance has assured the total victory of Ogre kind over its enemies. Blasted Ogre swine. Ugh. Gildner, what were you thinking? I'd wipe you all out instantly, but that'd be meager recompense for your contribution to the Ogre war effort. Ha. An Ogre is a warlike being. The greater the battle, the greater his fulfillment when he stands victorious. The carnage settled. So array your forces, Thunder King and all, and meet us with your full strength head-on. Obviously, you'll need to break our barrier. I expect another earnest effort from you. I don't believe it. The ogres have gotten the better of us. Altena. The blasted ogres. Their impenetrable fortress allows them to sally forth as they please and wreak havoc on each occasion. We'll simply have to find some way in which to tear that barrier down. None of our sages have got a wise word to say on the subject of the barrier. They are utterly baffled, one and all. Not that I blame them. This is something the likes of which hasn't been seen for over 3,000 years. Hopping back to antiquity will be no help. The first spawn of ogres made their appearance much later than my time. Not even the ever-reliable Ratchet will have a ghost of a chance on this occasion. Speaking of sages, how about we give Sebastia a shot? You never know, she might be able to dig something up, even just a hint. It's a good call. Records in this era are scattered across archives in different cities. But in the future, everything's being gathered up into databases. Sebastia will have access to those. I have no idea with what you are referring, but I am nevertheless reassured. Let us leave the barrier breaking to you then. We will keep watch over the fortress. Should any ogre step out from its haven, I'll see to it that it's the last thing it does. We're placing our hopes in you, Eldo. You have my trust. Got it. I'm confident that, with Sebastia's resourcefulness, we'll be able to turn up something. Yeah, you would hope, wouldn't you? Because it is the last lead you've got. Elzium, Sebastia's lab. Whoa, what? Amy's quest. Hi guys, how's it going? Seems like things are getting pretty serious, huh? I'm sorry to hear about Professor Kronos, but don't get discouraged now. I'm sure he'd want you to carry on living. Oh, okay. Requiring Amy to be on the team there. Maybe that means Amy's about to get a glow up. Hi guys, it's been a while. Hi Sebastia, sorry to barge in, but there's something we'd like you to research. We need to find a way to break through the barrier that the ancient Ogre clan used to use. The Ogre clan? Sounds like you guys are up to something interesting again. I've heard of them, but history isn't exactly my strongest subject. I know we wouldn't be here without the discoveries of the past, but it's building on that knowledge that interests me. I can look it up for you, though. Give me a sec. Thanks. Found something. Already? Nice work. A giant stone key was discovered in some ancient ruins a while back, and its name is, wait for it, the Ogre Key. Real original, huh? The Ogre Key, huh? It must be worth taking a look at. Where was it you said they're keeping it? Well, it was in the Macnimal Museum. The only problem there is... Macnimal. Oh, right. Didn't you have to shut it down? It's over in silver, right? That's right. All its exhibits and artifacts have been scattered to the four winds, including the key. What? So how are we supposed to find it now? At this point, we'll take any info you've got on the museum, Sebastian. You must have something. Let me think. Right. It was curated and maintained by the Macnimal Foundation, a hereditary trust set up by its founder. But they spent a lot of money acquiring what turned out to be a phony statue, and their finances took a nosedive. A phony statue? Where have I heard that before? Since it was a private museum from a long time ago, that's about all the info there is on it. We can find one of the Macnimal family. Maybe they could tell us more. And if we could restore the museum, we'd know the whereabouts of the key. But how? The Macnimal Museum. I do believe I have heard of it someplace before. If my memory serves me rightly, it was a time's forgotten shop. I faintly remember a young lass clad in the attire of this time, there who made some remarks about Macnimal. Really? You remember that? I've travelled around so much, it's getting hard to keep track. Alas, my memory too fails me from time to time. I cannot give you my word that it is correct. That's not much to go on. But at a time like this, it's better than nothing. I guess we might as well check it out. Thanks for the help, Sebastian. Wait, Amy, watch your back, okay? I hear a shady organization has been on the move lately. A shady organization? You remember how the chaos particles eating away at space-time got washed away by some kind of green energy wave? Ah, yes, some curiosity of Miss Vienne's geopower, or what have you. There's a group who claim the exposure to that wave transformed them, and that they've been reborn as a whole new race. I don't know how much of their ideology is rooted in truth, but at this rate, we could have a revolution on our hands soon. A revolution? They say they'll overthrow society and build a new world by neo-humans, for neo-humans. What a bunch of zealots. They've also been attacking museums, libraries, anywhere that symbolizes knowledge from the old world order. Try to avoid crossing swords with them if you can. I'll be careful. Thanks again. See ya. Then let's make haste to Time's Forgotten Shop. Damn, man. Didn't even get to fight the ogres. Man, Zennon sucks ass. Alright. Time's Forgotten Shop. Time to eat some goodness fruit. Before we talk to anybody, let's do this. Wow, okay. You can now make a new weapon. Looks like I can make a couple, buddy. Oh, look at that. I can actually make a fairy tree staff. And it's a bar. And the spike knuckles. And there's not really much point in wasting any of our stuff on them because we want those... Ooh, a repent ring. We want the level 60 gears. The Macnimal Museum has been run by the same family ever since it was first built. People make a lot of the fact that the founder started out as a humble traveling merchant, or so the story goes. Do you know where that Macnimal merchant is now? We'd really like to meet him. The thing about traveling merchants is they travel. Who knows where he could be at any one time? Oh right, of course. Maybe this was a dead end after all. Hold on, there is a rumor that he rose to fame after an incident at an ancient battlefield. Apparently he made friends with the Nopor clan, and his commerce skills skyrocketed from there. And this happened at a battlefield? So the story goes. The details of exactly what occurred have been lost though. Don't worry, that's enough for us to go on. Thanks for the tip. Oh well, you're welcome. Good luck! Get ready for a field trip to an ancient battlefield in search of a Nopor clan then. You mean that place we just came from? Cool. Can't wait to go back. Oh, it's literally right there. Hey, we're looking for a merchant named Macnimal. Is that you by chance? Yes, my name is Macnimal. What do you want with me? Phew, I'm glad we managed to get a hold of you. I have something very important to discuss with you. Now, I know this will be a shock, but... You're from the future, and you say my descendants will found a museum in my name. That's right. We were worried that you wouldn't believe us at first, but it seems like you are a man of reason. Papa Pew! Huh? What's that now? I shouldn't believe some crazy story about the future from strangers? You're absolutely right. That was close. I was almost tricked there again. You expect me to believe that? People have told me fantastic stories before, and every time I've ended up losing a ton of git. Right now, I can't even afford to run my own shop, let alone my dream museum. You think I'm a peddler because I enjoy travel? Now that I think about it, his descendant also got scammed with that rip-off phony statue. Being gullible must run in the family. Thank you, my little Nopor friend. You saved me a great deal of trouble there. Oh, Pew! Ahem. So tell me, what is this future nonsense you speak all about then? It isn't nonsense, honestly. Look, I know you've had some bad experiences, but this really is the truth. I'm not asking for money. We've got no reason to deceive you. No way, I'm not getting fooled again. Now let me get back to work. That could have gone better. What now? We're going to need some evidence to convince him we're telling the truth. The museum has to be in Nilva, right? Maybe there's some proof it existed there. That kind of thing would be hard to dismiss, right? Sounds like a plan. Okay, let's head to Synthhydra and take us to Nilva. Can't I just warp there? Why do I need to Synthhydra? I can just go to Nilva. I could have just walked there, man. You're just taking me to where I have already been. Like, yeah. Okay. Great, we're in Nilva now. That's the place where the Macnimal Museum used to be over there. Over where? Oh, that huge empty space I see. We've got to find a way of restoring the museum so we can get the Ogre key. Yeah, but first we have to find some proof that it existed. Otherwise, Macnimal will never believe us. Let's look around for someone who might know more about the museum. Here we go. Hey, we're looking for somebody who might know something about the Macnimal Museum. Could you help us? Macnimal Museum? Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. Ow, man. It was an awful long time ago, but I used to work there, you know. Really? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Amy? This guy might be able to help us. Yeah, let's hope so. You wouldn't happen to still have anything related to the museum? I'm sorry, but they took everything away to pay off the debts. There's nothing left, I'm afraid. It's terrible. Are you sure there's nothing? We really need something. Anything. All I have left is a small pamphlet on the museum that I keep for myself. That's good. You're welcome to take it. Thanks a bunch. We owe you one. Amy, what's wrong? Do you really think that guy will believe us with just a bit of paper? He seemed really on guard before. Now that you mention it, yeah. But this is the only thing we are likely to get our hands on at this point. You're right. Let's just bring this back to the ancient battlefield and show it to him. We can think of another plan after that. Oh my god, all of the back and forth. My goodness, my goodness. Oh, it's you guys again. I'm sorry, but I'm not in the mood for tales from the world of tomorrow. Move along, you're going to scare off my customers. Wait, just listen. Take a look at this. We hand over the pamphlet. What's this? A scrap of parchment. Macnimal Museum, displaying many rare and unique artifacts. I just don't believe this. I knew it'd be no good. I can't believe I am seeing this with my own two eyes. I believe you completely and utterly. Oh. What? Really? You're going to believe us just like that? Oh, Popew. I know. They are still very suspect and all. But look here. That insignia on the flag. Make no mistake. That is the design I created in secret to one day use when I am finally successful enough in building my museum. I must ask, this is no dream, is it? You must tell me truthfully. You're saying you really went into the future and brought this back to show me. Of course it's all true. Are we really that suspicious? It's just so much to take in. The Macnimal Museum. My apologies, my little no-paw friend. But I'm afraid I will have to postpone our business together for the time being. I'll return back to you once this is over. Would you wait for me until then? Poe. The Macnimal Museum. It has a nice ring to it, I have to admit. Sorry to spoil your fun, but you might want to take a look at the notice on the back. On the back. Closing down? What is the meaning of this? It's a shame, isn't it? It took all those years to build, and it was forced to go out of business in the end. What? Apparently one of your descendants blew a ton of money on a fake statue, and that was the end of the museum. A fake? How dare they? Will con artists never cease plaguing my family? We're too easily fooled. What a miserable end to a promising enterprise. It's my fault. Am I destined to pass on my good-natured gullibility to future generations? But those future generations are the ones who will build it. Ah, what to do? Hey now, don't cry. It'll be alright. You know, do something productive. Maybe you could leave a message to help steer your kids away from bad decisions. Or... That's it! Of course, I hadn't thought of that. A message, eh? Yes, I must lay plans for the future. I'll draw up a house code, precepts that will be upheld as law in my family. None of us will be fooled again, and our museum will last through the ages. A monument to peace and learning. Ha ha, ha 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 ha. Okay, good luck with that. Ha ha ha. Alright, thank you so much. You may have just saved my family. I'm going to work 10 times as hard from now on. One day I'll earn enough to build this museum. You'll get there someday. I'm looking forward to going there and seeing all you've achieved. Right, to Unigan. There's funds to be earned. Ha 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 ha! Macnimal Museum! With all that attitude, the museum in the future is bound to have been restored. Let's go back to Nilba. Boop. How do I even get over there? Oh, that's not what I was looking at. What's going on here? Why hasn't anything changed? I'll bet the Macnimal family ran into another disaster. Ugh, how does a lineage as clumsy as that last so long? Macnimal said he was going to Unigan, right? Let's head there and tell him what's happened. Oh my god, man. Come on. Are we really going to go back and forth around this freaking douche? All for a key. All for a key. Hello, my friends. How was it? Is the Macnimal Museum everything I hoped it would be? Sorry, it was still closed when we checked on it. What? Did my house codes mean nothing at all? Perhaps my streak of idealistic philanthropy is too deeply ingrained for mere warnings to work. Don't get discouraged. The true course of history depends on the work of you and your descendants. Fine words, but how? That's the question. I have plenty of ideas. I have no idea if any of them will work. Hey Aldo, something's been bothering me for a while now. Doesn't it feel like we've met this guy before? You think? His appearance and mannerisms are an 85% match for the passionate archaeologist we encountered in Elzian. Oh yeah, I bet it's that guy. Maybe you're right. Perhaps he's a Macnimal too. Seems too perfect to be a coincidence. Maybe you'll have some idea of how we can save the museum. Want to go talk to him? Let's hope. Okay, we'll go and see if he knows anything. I wish you luck, my friends. Save my clan. My legacy. Don't worry. We're not giving up yet. We want the museum back in action just as much as you do. Maybe even more. Alright, let's get back to Elzian on the double. I really do just want to knock this out of the park. Elzian. go. Is it the cargo station? What have I done? Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, let's try this again. This time with less going to IDA school. The administrator's office. Administrator's office. Man, I've been recording way too long. My brain is just mush. Okay. Maybe Theta District? Yeah, here we go. Ah, you fellows back again. No way, he looks just like Macnimal. Are you related to the Macninals, the family that owned the old museum? That's right, Macnimal was the name of my distant ancestors. You're a sharp one. I spent many happy hours in that museum when I was a lad. I was heartbroken when it had to close. I knew it. Okay, so we want to get the museum open again, and we think you can help. For starters, do you know exactly why it had to shut down? Or how it could have been saved? It's a little late for that, don't you think? I mean, it's closed. That ship has sailed. Well, What now? Don't mumble now, speak up. Is there something you aren't telling me, perhaps? Aldo, indicating high levels of suspicion. Take emergency action immediately. Okay, no. We're definitely not suspicious. Aldo, you idiot. That's just going to make him even more suspicious of us. Ha! It's all clear now. I know what you're after. Wait, please. We're not trying to trick you, I promise. You want me to donate to the restoration of the old museum, do you not? Huh? Actually, yeah. That kind of was it. Yeah, that's right. How about it? Would you help us rebuild the museum? Very well. For the good of the museum, no price is too dear. How about I donate the gem of my collection? One moment, if you please. Here we go. The heck is that thing? I excavated the stone tablet during one of my covert digs. I call it the Karma Stone. See the ancient script carved into it? These are thought to be the origins of our written language, a fitting centerpiece for the top-class museum, wouldn't you say? The Rosetta Stone. And you've been keeping something that important to yourself. Analysis shows the tablet is a 99.9 match as genuine. Providing Mr. Macnimal with this would make staying out of economic crisis statistically feasible. The placement of this in the museum would almost guarantee non-closure. I'm counting on you. Bring the museum back to its original glory. Leave it to us. We'll take the tablet from here. The Karma Stone. Alright, back to Unigan. Finally. My friends, did you find anything to solve our problem? Yeah, take a look at this. A present from one of your descendants. Good heavens, it's magnificent. He said it was called the Karma Stone. Maybe if you make this the centerpiece of your museum, it'll be successful for longer. Wonderful. Absolutely marvelous. This is an embodiment of the beginnings of our civilization. I will treasure this artifact, and leave strict instructions that it must always stay in the family. 1,000 thanks, my generous friends. You have saved my family legacy from ruin. We really can't wait to see that museum. Let's get over to Nilva right away. Seriously, let's just get that frickin' key. The future. Oh, there's the museum. Wow, so this is the Macnimal Museum. We got there in the end, and the thing's really pretty impressive. Yeah, it feels like all kinds of historical. There's something written here. This museum is dedicated to honorary fellow Elder and his allies, whom our family owes everything. Ah, you there. Could you be? It's the archaeology buff. It's you. I have something for you. Been keeping it safe all these years. For us? It's an old letter passed down through generations of the Macnimal family. Dearest Aldo, I wonder how far in the future you'll be reading this. You gave me a reason to hope and the courage to fulfill my dreams. Back then, I may have acted cocksure, but in reality, I was close to giving up. I don't know what I would have done with my life if I hadn't met you. I do not have much time left. Alas, I know I will never see my museum with my own eyes. But what does that matter, really? I know now that the seeds I planted will surely be tended to by my family and grow into something more. Perhaps you can see it. The flag that bears my grandest dream fluttering over the museum, towards the vast blue of the sky. I feel as though I can see it too. None of this could have been achieved without you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. My friends, ouch. I hope that your hopes and dreams may also come true someday. Wow, that's a cool letter. Give me the Ogre Key. Signed, Macnimal. There, I passed that along to you. You have my thanks too, of course. Don't mention it. I'm just so happy he finally did it. However, I am concerned about this. Our new suspect group targeting the museum. I suppose you've caught wind of them too. Oh yeah, Sebastia told us about those neo-humans or whatever they're calling themselves. That's right. Fortunately, the museum remains unscathed, albeit under high alert. You sound kinda unsure about that. Isn't it better to be safe and prepared than sorry? Ordinarily, perhaps, my ancestor had been a tad overly cautious. I suppose he was worried about being tricked. In the event of an attack on the museum, he even went as far as using monsters to defend it. What? So far, we haven't had any problems, so nobody's noticed, you see. At the moment, the museum is closed off to the public. I advise you your utmost caution if you intend on venturing inside. Is that right? Well, thanks for the warning. Well, I must be on my way now, but please do not hesitate to visit me whenever you wish. And here I thought we might be able to take it easy for a while. Well, it's not so bad, right? Now we can finally get into the museum. So let's quit wasting our time here and go and get that Ogre Key. But we're going to have to leave that for the next episode. Let's quickly jump in here. Only 2, jeez, good grief. At least they were both worth 200. Alright, I am going to take a short break, but I'll probably record a bit because we are pretty close to 1,000. But I'm going to call that an episode here. If you guys like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell to stay up to date with episodes, and until the next episode of Another Eden, The Cat Beyond Time and Space. You've been watching DudeGoBack, and I've been ShadeOrian. Thanks for watching, everyone.